Hello everyone, welcome to the Pamphlet. Today, let me ask you a question. Recently, have you heard anything about the Indian Rupee, like the bad performance of our currency against the US dollar? Check this ex-post by Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, in which he says that the Indian Rupee's depreciation against dollar is today more than the age of Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, many would say, what was the need for Mr. Ramesh to poke about PM Modi's age? Well, in 2013, the then Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi had jibed late Manmohan Singh over rupee's depreciation to dollar being more than PM's age. But why had PM Modi then jibed Manmohan Singh? And is it acceptable now for Jairam Ramesh to use the same argument against the current Prime Minister? Keep watching this video to understand the entire story. Recently, a news caused much furore among the Indian political circles. On 13 January, the rupee hit a historic low of 86.62 against the US dollar. And yes, this was the context of Jairam Ramesh's tweet on PM Modi's age. But if we analyze it closely and put things in perspective, we find that every free-floating currency has depreciated against USD in the year 2024. The British pound has depreciated 3.85% against USD in 2024. Euro depreciated 6.59% against USD in 2024. Swiss franc depreciated 7.06%, Australian dollar by 8.29%, and Swedish krona by 9.67%. And if we look at Indian rupee, our currency has depreciated 3.68% against the dollar in 2024, or the lowest among the global currencies. So looking from a competitiveness lens, INR is doing much better. Congress claims that the BJP was ridiculing it for the same in UPA era, so it deserves to get the same treatment. But what's the reason for the rupee's depreciation against the US dollar? According to the experts, the primary reason is a strong performance by the US dollar. The dollar index, which measures a greenback against a basket of major currencies, rose by a 0.43% last week, spurred by robust US jobs data. Now let's take a trip down the memory lane. In the beginning of UPA 1 in 2004, value of $1 in Indian rupees stood at 45.32. The financial reforms undertaken by the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government took shape in the Manmohan Singh government, and one could see how rupee remained mostly stabilized in the early UPA 1 years. However, the Congress-led government failed to capitalize on this momentum. If we look at the performance of the Indian rupee in 2012 during UPA 2, the rupee's value against $1 had fallen to 53.34. Furthermore, by the end of UPA 2 in 2014, the INR plunged to 62.33. So, in the UPA era, it was a free fall for the Indian rupee in comparison to dollar, especially when one notices that in 2008, the US economy and its market was jolted by the subprime crisis. According to author Abhishek Banerjee, the dollar index fell from 19 2004 to 18 2014. Dollar depreciated against all currencies during 2004 to 2014 but rose against the Indian rupee. Interestingly, during this period from 2007 to 2010, the US literally handed over the tag of top global manufacturer to China. Why was it so? When the US dollar saw its worst ever phase, it still rose against the Indian rupee. Was it because of the policy paralysis of the UPA? Let me tell you another interesting thing. In year 2012, when the question of depreciating rupee was asked, do you know what Manmohan Singh replied? He blamed the European debt crisis. Furthermore, the then finance minister said that Greece has upset the apple cart. If we analyze, Greece GDP in 2012 was 24,202.93 crore US dollars, while India's GDP in 2012 was 1.83 lakh crore US dollars. Don't you see the hypocrisy? I mean, can we imagine a smaller economy like that of Greece jolting a big economy like that of ours? Meanwhile, when we talk about rupee depreciation in recent years, one has to understand that the world economy has witnessed consistent crises. For example, the Russia-Ukraine war, which began in year 2022, it has had profound economic repercussions not only for the directly involved countries but also significantly for the broader European economy. The after effects of the war included inflation surge, economic slowdown, recession, supply chain disruptions, and energy crisis. But if we compare, the rupee has still performed better in comparison to dollar than other global currencies. So, in conclusion, the current NDA government has faced a much more turbulent time in last decade than the UPA and still relatively performed better. What are your opinions on this? Do tell us in the comments section.